out a harness, there's a couple things you need to be aware of. When I pick up my harness, I'm always going to look for the tie-in point. The tie-in point is right in front if you want to put your harness on. So once I find a tie-in point, I know that's the front of the harness. And as you put your harness on, the first thing you want to do is you want to keep the legs loose, and you want to get the waist up here on the bone, right here on your hip, your iliac crest. You want that right around your waist, right about there. So your first thing you're going to do is you're going to get it up close to the waist, and you're going to snug that down, and then you're going to do your legs. So you always do the waist first, and then the legs second. A lot of harnesses have a little elastic behind it, and that elastic just helps you when you climb that these don't slip down. So what she's going to do first is she's going to tighten up right around her waist first. And when you tighten up around the waist, you want to be like a fist, a tight fist to fit in. It's got to be fairly snug. So this is pretty good. And a lot of these harnesses now are self-lock, they lock pretty good. So she's got the waist, then she's going to work the legs. That looks really good. And if you're really skinny like she is and you have any extra flapping around, you can just tuck it in the back right here. Okay? And that's how you put a harness on. Pretty simple. All right, today when we're going to tie into the tie-in point of the harness. We're going to make a figure-8 follow-through knot. And we're doing a little top rope climbing. The type of rope that we're using is a dynamic rope. There's two types, static and dynamic. Basically, this all it means is we're going to have a little bit of stretch in this rope. So when I make a figure-8 follow-through knot, for me, I like to get about an arm's length up to my, I just used to doing this all the time. And I make a figure-8. Once I make my figure-8, it's going to look like this. I'm going to take the working end, I'm going to put it right through the tie-in point. Then what's going to happen is I'm going to trace this all right around. I like saying close the gate. And I'm going to take this piece of working end and I'm going to trace the figure-8. And once I have it traced, I'm going to flatten it out. This is called dressing the knot. I'm going to flatten it out the way I want it. It needs to lay upon itself, by the way. And once I have it, I'm just going to pop one up. I'm going to pop one down. And right now I see I have a little twist in here. So what I'm going to do is figure out where that came from. And I found it.
What are you going to pop up?
I'm going to pop one up, one down. I'm going to pull them independently. So when I have my figure-8 follow-through knot, I want making sure it should be about a fist away from the tie-in point. So that looks pretty good. Then I have a little extra. And if he has 10 climbers, they're going to give you 10 different answers. What we like to do in class is we're going to put a stopper knot on. And basically, it's a double overhand knot, two of them. And I just put it in like that. Oops, didn't mean to hurt you. And there you go. A figure-8 follow-through knot with a stopper knot.